This week, we were all reminded that getting to know the local drone rules when you are traveling the world has frankly never been more important. A 36-year-old Frenchman has been sentenced last week by an Iranian court to 8 years in prison for allegedly committing espionage whilst operating his drone. Now, we have one of his social media posts here. The man, Benjamin Briere, was actually arrested in 2020 after flying a consumer-grade drone to capture pictures in the desert near the Iran-Turkmenistan border. He was traveling around Iran in his camper. I still think he should have called his channel Iran in a Van, but there we go.
Missing out there, yep.
Indeed, I think so. Posting regularly to social media. Now, there is a ban on flying drones in that area close to the border, a total ban. Although the pictures seem to be of a fairly innocent holiday social media post-friendly type of shot, the Iranian authorities found him guilty of taking photos of prohibited areas. Mr. Briere, who has been held, as I say, since 2020, whilst closed-door hearings took place, intends to appeal the sentence. And obviously, as you expect, both legal and family spokespersons have condemned the action, citing an unfair trial and access to full legal representation amongst the issues that he's faced. Now, this is, of course, it's an extreme outcome for what seems like harmless social media posts of drone pictures, and it is, but it is at least a reminder that we all need to consider the rules in whichever country we're going to visit with our drone. Personally, I would advise that you investigate of the regulator's website itself, but also send an email or so, print those off so you have the relative, the relevant government documentation with you should anything happen. But again, you don't know that even if that's going to cover you. It could save you time and money in the long run. Although again, it is an extreme circumstance, isn't it here?
Yes. Yeah. And you're right. It does look like an innocent photo. I don't know whether there was more photos that were taken that captured different things. Were there ones that were immediately dropped once they were posted? Yeah, I mean, it's a long time for a start.
It is.
It's
especially when you've already been there since 2020 as well.
Yeah.
So he's 18 months, 2 years into his incarceration already.
But yeah, I mean, even in the UK, there's certain places that will surprise you that have got small restriction zones around them. Yeah, I mean, you can take a photo, you can make a video of just the wrong thing. That's it. And yeah, all of a sudden you're in that situation.
Custom Drone Parts in the chat is wondering how many people have flown over Area 51. I can almost assure you it's zero, because actually, if you even get near the thing with manned aviation, even you are very quickly grounded and yes, arrested, etc. So I'm thinking their counter drone stuff is probably of the dreams of counter drone, other counter drone companies, etc. Frankly, with the tech they've probably got deployed there. I do have to say though, if I'm traveling to such a politically sensitive area, and I have a lot of sympathy for Mr. Briere, but I think if I was traveling to somewhere like Iran, which I think he's going to be a thinking man, he's going to be an educated man. The fact that he's got the wits about him to go traveling around Iran, I think he would make sure the rules backwards, sideways, every possible way. Frankly, I would want to know if I was a millimeter over the line of the restrictions and that type of thing before I flew that drone. It's a difficult thing. Obviously, we haven't heard enough about his side of things really, or theirs, because this was all held behind closed doors.